Hi, this is Monty from Mopart Vehicles and welcome to another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that's just recently come into us. This is our 2008 Audi A5 Sport 2.7 automatic. So it's the Multitronic gearbox on this particular car, constantly variable transmission, and I think it's 8-speed, yeah, from memory. So these videos tend to take about 8 to 10 minutes long. I'll try and be as brief as possible. Sometimes they run over, but the reasons we tend to do this, it's just so whether you are, I don't know, 2 miles away from us or 200 miles away, when you come to view a car, it should be as I've described. Now this particular car has covered 121,000 miles. It is a lovely car, but please don't expect a brand new vehicle. It may be a new vehicle for you, but she'll always be just over 10 years old. We do the very best that we can to try and get the cars looking as lovely as possible. I mean, please feel free to read some of my reviews on Auto Trader. They are all genuine reviews, verified purchases, etc. Now I'm going to briefly walk around the car and then give you a more detailed view very shortly. Now, as I mentioned, it's a 2.7, it's automatic. When it leaves me today, it's then going to go to our prep guys. They're going to give the car a service. I can't remember, I'm just trying to think how many services are in the book. I think there's about 7 or 8 stamps already in the book. And then once it's finished through our guys, what we're going to do, we're going to send it over to Audi to have its gearbox oil changed. Now these should be done every, I think it's 38 or 40,000 miles, but it is booked in with Audi's to be done very shortly. Last time it was done on the car, I think it was about 60,000 miles, so it is overdue, and we'd rather have that done at Audi's. Now please feel free to make a note of the registration number, do any kind of mileage checks, MOT checks, whatever you want to do on the car. Now this particular vehicle is really highly spec'd. Yeah, anything from navigation, full leather interior, electric driver and passenger seats, memory for the driver's seats, these lovely 19-inch rims that we've just had refurbished in gunmetal grey. Absolutely stunning, really sets the car off. Front and rear parking sensors, xenon headlamps, DAB radio, telephone pre-wiring, or telephone for Bluetooth, sorry, not pre-wiring. We've got automatic lights, automatic wipers, cruise control. The list is endless. Split folding rear seats, lots and lots of spec on the car. Okay, now we'll tend to normally start on the driver's side front. Now I'll mention a couple of bits about the warranty. We have 2 warranty companies that we use. We give you the options, we tell you the good things, the bad things. You get 6 months comprehensive warranty with us. We don't give you anything that only covers you for an engine and gearbox, and only £250 claim limit. That doesn't really cover you for a lot. We tick all the boxes in terms of value of the car. So you buy a car from us today at this price, that's what you can claim up to. It's all 100% parts and labour paid for, as long as a claim is validated, and the only thing you pay is the first £75. As I mentioned, we took as many boxes: air conditioning, emissions, suspensions, etc. So we don't give you you know, any kind of cheap warranties. And as I mentioned, we give you an option of 2 different companies, and we'll tell you the good, the bad, how they work, etc. Anyway, we're going to start off on the driver's side front because I've babbled on enough now, nearly 4 minutes. So, as I mentioned, these alloy wheels have just been refurbished and all matching tyres, plenty of tread on the tyres. I think I've got Nexon tyres on the car, but they're all matching tread. Now, again, the reasons we tend to do these videos, it's just so we can try and show you everything on the car. Any chips, bits and pieces, I'll try and pick them up. But we have touched up lots and lots of bits and pieces on the car, because again, as I mentioned, she's not going to be brand new, guys. She's over 10 years of age, done over 120,000 miles, so please don't expect to be a brand new car when you come down and have a look at it. So I'm just going to move the camera really slowly. Hopefully you can try and pick up some of the reflections. So that's what you're going to be picking up there on the doors, rear wing, front wing. Now there's a couple of little stone chips that we've done along here. There's one along there and one there. Now I can be a little bit overcritical. A few customers have said that. You know, they do expect that a car of this age and this mileage is going to have a few little stone chips here and there that have been touched up. All looks lovely along the front. along the leading edge of the lower front part of the bumper. There's a few little stone chips there, but it's to be expected, it's the front of the car. So one criticism I've got of the vehicle, it's got this privacy glass, so it's not factory privacy glass. Don't really like it. It's starting to bubble away in a couple of places, so any potential customers that do want to purchase the vehicle, we can have that removed for you. I've left it on there at the moment, but we can have it removed, and I'll show you where the sort of annoying bubbles are. So rear bumper, this little corner section is absolutely fine. There are a few stone chips or chips that we have touched up on the back, and I'll show you that very shortly. Hopefully you can try and pick up the reflections, all really good. Again, alloy wheels just been refurbished, so they look stunning. Plenty of tread on the tyres. I'm just going to show you inside now. Now, while I'm here, there's a couple of stone chips that we have touched up along there. I'm not too sure if you'll be able to pick them up. You might be able to if I zoom right in. There's sort of 2 or 3 along here. And there was a couple of little bits on the door edges that we've done. You've got 2 keys with this vehicle. So, door panels all look in good condition. Folding mirrors, heated mirrors, and there's your memory setting for the driver's seat. Again, you don't tend to get a lot of these cars with all them settings or all them options. Electric seat on the driver's side, you've got the same thing on the passenger side. Hopefully you can try and pick up how good the leather is. Full leather interior in this car. As standard, I think they came with leather and Alcantara, but you've got full leather in here. Automatic headlamps, you've got xenon headlamps on the car. Paddle shifts there for the gearbox. So it's an 8-speed. This kind of CVT gearbox is slightly different to normal. You've got your cruise control that you can probably just see over there. Automatic transmission I mentioned. You've got a couple of cup holders, and then all your functionality for radio, navigation, phone setups, everything's on here. Electronic handbrake as well. All the functionality for air conditioning, that all works absolutely fine. Your heated seats, but we'll show any potential customers how that all works anyway. Just show you the back briefly. We've got a centre rear armrest, split folding seats on this particular car as well. Okay, now in terms of the bit I was talking about, that the bubbles on the windows, you can see there. Now if I took a picture from back here, you may not pick that up, but I just wanted to show it to you. If any potential customers wanted the tinting removed, we can do that for you. Right, show you the back of the car. God, we're over 8 minutes now, so I'll be as quickly as possible. Apologies. So you've got rear parking sensors, front parking sensors on this car. There was a few chips along here, which we've had touched up and then repolished back along here. And at 1, 2, 3, there's about 4 little chips along there as well. Just open up the boot. There we go. One thing with the boot, you can open it with the key. I've got the key here. You can open it with the key, but sometimes it can be a bit temperamental using the button, so I always generally use the key. Just showing it in the back here. All looks in really good condition there. And you've got your spare wheel underneath. Right, let's crack on with the rest of it. So, let's show you all the passenger side. Again, hopefully you can try and pick up these reflections here. All looks in really good condition. Paintwork's all really nice and bright. No dulling of any kind of paintwork here. Again, plenty of tread on the tyres. As I mentioned, they're all matching. All Nexon tyres on there. Alloy wheels look fine. And let's just squat down here by the door. Hopefully, again, if I just move the camera slowly, you can try and pick it up. It'll focus. I'm sure it's all focused anyway. And let us show you from the front of the car going backwards. Tyres, plenty of tread. Alloy wheels looking good. Fine fettle. And let's just show you down this side as well. Hopefully you can try and pick it up. It'll focus. I'm sure it's all focused anyway. And let us show you from the front of the car going backwards. Tyres, plenty of tread. Alloy wheels looking good. Fine fettle. And let's just show you down this side as well. Hopefully That looks absolutely fine. Now it is a black car. I mentioned it's not going to be brand new. You know, I don't do these videos to try and pick holes in a car. Just want to be honest with customers, just so they know what they're coming to have a view of. Let's just show you in driver's side. So you've got this really nice brushed aluminium trim that you get. It's not an NS line. I mentioned it was a sport. You've got electric seats on the passenger side. You don't have any memory or anything like that for the passenger, it's only for the driver. Now, normally you can get a good view, so what I'll tend to do is zoom in on the driver's seat. Hopefully that looks all fine to you. Same sort of thing here on the passenger seat. That may be a little bit dark in here, obviously with the privacy glass, so the camera will refocus. Hopefully that looks fine. You've got, so it's a 4-seater car, obviously only 2 seat belts in the back, and then you've got your ISOFIX there for any baby seats. You have also got ISOFIX in the front. So there they are, these little brackets. Now, one thing, there is a little bit of wear on the side of this panel here and a few little chips. It's to be expected. Right, let's just now go around the front of the car. Now, anything really special with a black car, the front will be the one that will take most of the chips, etc. And I'll just point out a few. So along the lower edge of the front bumper along here and on that side there were a few chips. We have touched them up. We've done the very best we can. All right, done the very best we can. A couple of little chips around here, along there, but again, please guys, it's not a brand new car, but we tend to go a little bit overboard when we describe all our cars for our customers anyway. Right, so we're coming up to 12 minutes now, so I wanted to thank you very much for your time. If you're interested in this particular car or anything else we've got in Motorpark Vehicles, please don't hesitate to give me a call, send me a text, email, whatever you want to do. I'll always get back to every single customer. I try and do it within the hour. I am a sole trader, I'm on my own. I don't have lots and lots of people working for me, but I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you again. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye bye.